Lost metaphor, back for more to kick the raw, represent everyone's you and I verse. We're gonna go ahead and break down the moon in Aries with the sun in Virgo, influences on all signs. But first, we're gonna get into the music. This is called Third Person. Conscious in pursuit of president, speaking dollars. That's my president's elevated, overthrow the president, blowing better than it's ever been. Hey! Anglo-American, golly, how we swiftly mix the recipe and the custody belief. How by red zone and found myself. Yay. Heaven elemental, periodic verse hidden inside 47. You'll be astonished, chronic Google is smoking out my lungs. Pack a punch, that sour weed make my eyes bleed. Broken vision picture like my elemental mother spring, paper child is green, make my choppers bounce. Truly want a lady, but I'm blessed. Truly want to thank you. Truly want to thank you to my creator, Mamakati. Love renaissance to the fullest. It's all love from up above. Switching lanes, gripping on the wheel again to the fifth dimension. Face a whole 7 in a sitting. Indian style, dude. Crippin' blood united too. But don't pass, trump the blunt, fool. Shout to this a killing concerts. Inspire me to drop the bomb first. Only bitch made to lead us in the go, the truly golden leaders. But it's gangland, so grab your heater. Cold as Alaska, we all King Kunta. To these martial law pursuers. Another dead by police or interracial beef. Ground in the melting pot, divide and conquer. How they plan to feast. So like I said, we got the moon in Aries with the sun in Virgo. I'm saying we're going to break down all the signs. So we're going to start with Aries, first house, ascendant, and rising. So before I get into that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to break something down real quick. Like, it's kind of been occurring in my area. Essentially, they just had this wild circumstance situation go down with an individual in a Stowe. You know what I'm saying? They was in the drive-through and things of that nature. And some wild things went down. We're just going to put it like that. So like, I'm just going to say that no matter where you at, make sure you stay safe. You know what I'm saying? So keep your mind on the right things. And keep in mind that there's always going to be an individual that's kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? So you want to, you know what I'm saying, stay safe or stay dangerous, whatever's necessary. You feel me? And with all that being said, RIP to her, you know what I'm saying, and condolences to her family. And the individual that's out there wilding, you know what I'm saying, y'all got to get y'all mind right, you know what I'm saying. This world is crazy and it's never going to get better, you know what I'm saying. So you want to, you know what I'm saying, always be prepared for these circumstances and situations. And this is real good Moon and Aries talk, you know what I'm saying, because Moon and Aries is like being that warrior, feeling comfortable being the warrior. So essentially, you want to go out and be ready for war at all points in times. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like actually, you know what I'm saying, going out and hurting other individuals, but I'm saying protect oneself and things of that nature. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Aries, first house, rising and ascendant, is being passionate about their personal affairs. So at this point in time, the Aries rising is dealing with passionate individuals in their personal life, or individually being passionate and feeling comfortable in this passion. And Airpop asked, what's this channel about? I got a whole description, you know what I'm saying, with my channel that says about. So go ahead and click on my channel and click on about. But essentially, I'm an international speaker, and I go ahead and I speak on all kinds of topics, but I mainly stick to music, astrology, and things of that nature. And at this point in time, like I said, we got the moon in Aries with the sun in Virgo. So yeah, keep that in mind. And getting back to the point, I'm breaking down Aries rising, first house, and ascendant. So you're going to have a whole lot of passion in your personal life or your individuality, and you're going to be passionate about being an individual at this point in time. And how I like to break down the first house is either you feel comfortable with your personality or their personality or your individuality, or you're in a space where you kind of feel uncomfortable being oneself at this point in time. Pretty much I would say just accept yourself and you'll be in a more beneficial space, be in that Aries first house. Moving forward, the Pisces first house and ascendant, rising, is also having Aries in the second house, you know what I'm saying? So the second house is all about values of a person, place, thing, or idea, you know what I'm saying? So you might be passionate being with a certain person at this point in time. And then you also might be in a passionate space based on the places that you go to or the ideas that you're a part of. So keep in mind that you're going to be very passionate about your ideas at this point in time. So, and you're going to value those things. So essentially you feel comfortable with what you value on that higher octave, and on the lower octave you kind of feel uncomfortable in your value system at this point in time. So moving forward, we have the Aquarius rising, first house and ascendant, having the third house being in Aries, and the third house is all about your environment, your immediate spaces, and communication styles. So Aquarius is having this opportunity with the Aries energy. So they're able to see the opportunity to be passionate in their environment. And with this being said, you being that Aquarius, you're able to kind of connect with the group and also be the kind of like the leader of the environment, because you're able to actually see, okay, if we communicate about this certain aspect, certain people are going to be passionate about this side or the other side. But keep in mind, you know what I'm saying, based on how you actually interact with this group or this environment, you're going to be able to see what part of the environment that you want to be a part of. So like essentially those individuals in your environment, how I like to break down the third house, like if you're making music, you're going to be seeing, okay, maybe I want to be more around this individual that's a producer instead of just being the individual that, you know what I'm saying, wants to go and rob everybody every day. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to be a part of that individual's environment, but you more want to be a part of the individual that's a producer so you can go ahead and achieve your goal. And then moving forward, the Capricorn rising is having the fourth house being an Aries, right? And the Capricorn in the Aries is a square. So it's a learning process. But yeah, essentially, the Capricorn is learning to be passionate at home or learning to be passionate in their private affairs and things of that nature. So, like, the Capricorn likes to be more calm, cool, and collected, and they don't really like to show passion. So, at this point in time, you're going to be learning to be more passionate and show your passion with your people that are close to your heart and at home and things of that nature. So then moving forward, the Sagittarius rising is having the fifth house being an Aries. And the fifth house is all about your expression. You know what I'm saying? And Sagittarius and Aries is a gift. So you're having the gift to express your passion at this point in time or be passionate in your expression. So essentially, Sagittarius, feel free to go ahead and be your individual self at this point in time. You're going to have the gift to be that. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So if you're on that higher octave, you feel comfortable in your expression, or if you're on the lower octave, you feel uncomfortable expressing yourself. And like you're saying, you'd rather be that Sagittarius that wants to just adapt to the whole circumstance situation. But yeah, shout out to Volleyball Girl, shout out to Air Pop. I'm saying shout out to Josiah 5566, and shout out to Lanil Havenland, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen a couple of y'all in here before, but you know what I'm saying? I salute y'all for tapping in. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get back into it, you know what I'm saying? Salute everybody in the chat. But yeah, moving forward, we got the Scorpio having Aries in the sixth house. And Aries in the sixth house is all about being passionate about your routine, pattern, or your health. And the Scorpio at this point in time, or even your work, pardon me, being passionate at work as well. So like the Scorpio is seeing like, like, individuals in my work are working way harder than they usually do, and like I'm always being on top of my job and things of that nature, but now everybody wants to like outshine me and they want to be this individual that shines and things of that nature. So like being that Scorpio rising, you don't want to overreact and be too passionate to a point where you're kind of like trying to boss people around and tell them what to do based on your work and your routine. But if you're on that higher octave, you feel uncomfortable being more passionate at work as well. And you're in a space where it's like, okay, I'm saying people are kind of like being more extroverted and things of that nature. And now you kind of feel more comfortable being extroverted at work and things of that nature, but not to a point where it's not beneficial. And then moving forward, we have the Libra rising, having the seventh house being an Aries. And the seventh house is all about adding on or opposing to your relationships or relations. So essentially, at this point in time, the Libra is going to be passionate in their relations at this, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. So essentially, on the higher octave, you're able to add on based on your passion and your relations, or you're on the lower octave and you kind of feel like, dag, based on me being so passionate and things of that nature, these individuals aren't something that I want to relate to at this point in time. But yeah, moving forward, we have the Virgo rising, having the Aries in the eighth house. It's kind of interesting, you know what I'm saying? You got certain individuals that are with the program, and you got other individuals that just want to talk crazy. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, you know what I'm saying? If your mama supports you being a troll, then hey, whatever. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure your mama, at the end of the day, don't want to see their son or their daughter, you know what I'm saying, just trolling an astrology. It's kind of a wild thing to be, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? We got all kind of wild individuals, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. You know what I'm saying? So the world ain't getting no better. We're going to have stupid humans all the time. So like, just keep that in mind. Yeah, moving forward, the Virgo rising is having the eighth house being an Aries. Okay, I got a real question. You know what I'm saying? Is having any empty houses in my chart negative? First, second, seventh, 10th, 11th, and 12th. That means you probably got a stellium somewhere, Princess Manson. And essentially, how I would answer that is like, that means you have other people filling those spaces. So like there might be another individual that's in your personal life that is more in that energy than you. You know what I'm saying? You kind of feel as if, like, for example, then you also have it in your second house and your seventh house. So there's other people playing out these energies in this area of life. You know what I'm saying? So other people's values is something that you actually are akin to, and someone may value other things more than yourself. You know what I'm saying? Based on you having an empty second house. And then the seventh house, there may be other people in relationships, and you may be more single more often and things of that nature. And you're going to be able to see, like, okay, based on how they relate, maybe I need to relate more like them. And you know what I'm saying? You had the 10th, 11th, and 12th. You know what I'm saying? Based on you having, this is a pretty good question. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and break this down. So like having the 10th house empty, there's another person that kind of stands on business more than you and things like that. It's more about their career and what they're known for. You know what I'm saying? So like they're in that area of space where they're all about their career, and they're showing how to be more about your career. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and continue breaking this down. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say the 11th house is all about your associates. So there's like other groups that you're a part of, and you're not like the head of the group, to a point where you kind of learn and kind of see where to fulfill that space based on the group. And the 12th house is just dreams, illusions, and nightmares. So there might be somebody playing out their dream more than you and things of that nature. And you're able to see like, oh, wow, this individual pursuing their dreams kind of allows me to be and take part in that as well. But yeah, getting back to the point, Virgo rising having the 8th house being in Aries is essentially being more passionate behind the scenes. And Virgo likes to be more calm, cool, and collected and make logical sense and adapt to a circumstance situation. So essentially, whatever you're internally passionate about, you may be misunderstanding how to actually bring that passion to the forefront. Moving forward, we have the Leo rising having the 9th house being in Aries, and the 9th house is all about knowledge, wisdom, and experience. So essentially, the Leo is going to have the gift to be passionate in their knowledge or be passionate in their experience. So essentially, Leo, you're going to go ahead and speak your truth and things of that nature. So be comfortable in your morality and your experience at this point in time. Or if you're on that lower octave, you need to rectify oneself and see what is part of my experience that I don't actually want to teach others, and what is a circumstance situation that I want to kind of keep more to myself, and you want to kind of be in that shedding process. So like keep in mind, like I said, we had like I mentioned in previous videos, after this Aquarius full moon, we're in a waning process to the point where we need to shed certain aspects. So wherever the moon's at, you're going to see what area of life you need to actually shed something and things of that nature. But yeah, moving forward, the Cancer rising is having the Aries in the 10th house. So Cancer and Aries is a square, just like to the Capricorn, based on Capricorn and Cancer being opposites, you know what I'm saying? So they're in that same kind of space, though. So Cancer has to learn to be more passionate in their status or what they're known for at this point in time. So like Cancer, you need to kind of be more, feel more comfortable being passionate about your status and what you're known for. In this circumstance situation, you need to kind of stand on business more and not want to make everybody feel comfortable. At this point in time, you just want to go ahead and feel comfortable being your individual self. Moving forward, the Gemini rising is having the 11th house being in Aries, and the 11th house is all about associates, public persona, and kind of like groups and things of that nature. So the Gemini is going to be seeing the opportunity to have passionate associations or passionate associates. So the group that they're a part of is going to be very passionate, so they want to be more comfortable being comfortable in that association. I don't even got time to block the trolls, you know what I'm saying? They just go ahead and keep on making an ass of themselves. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care. But yeah, if you watch on the live chat, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you on the after this recording and things of that nature, and I'm holding space for you, just know that if you watch on live, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have individuals just talking crazy. And it might be kind of enjoyable, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you catching me live, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see this kind of thing. But hey, I ain't going to block them because I really don't care like that. But yeah, moving forward, the Taurus rising is having the 12th house being in Aries, and essentially the 12th house being in Aries is having the passionate dreams or passionate illusions. So Taurus is essentially feeling comfortable being passionate about what they have in their farthest like aspect, like from themselves. Like, and what I mean by that is like they're able to dream big and feel comfortable dreaming big at this point in time. So essentially, what I would say to the Taurus rising is kind of be in a more comfortable space and be okay with what you're dreaming about, and say, I'm saying, if I'm the only one that's being passionate about that, that's okay. I'm saying, because at the end of the day, you do have a dream, and some people don't have a dream at all. I'm saying, so keep that in mind, Taurus rising, that if you have a dream, you're kind of more in the higher octave space, because you're able to actually utilize this dream to feel comfortable being passionate about it. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? My previous video was all the alignments, and this video is all the rising signs of first house and things of that nature. But yeah, I salute all y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? If you was looking to get a reading or anything like that, go ahead and tap into my email. It's in the description, and my cash apps and my about. You know what I'm saying? If you want to show some love and support the movement, you need to be in tune with. Stay safe or stay dangerous. Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Salute all y'all.